Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and this is Small Stuff Big Family. Today I have an easy, beautiful, neutral farmhousey DIY where we are going to be making a beautiful way to display the Christmas cards that you receive from your friends and family. And this is a DIY challenge hosted by the beautiful Heidi Sonboul DIY. If you have never participated in one of her challenges, it is so fun. She does it every single month, so go check out her video today and get the rules for the next one so that you can join me, and check out the playlist so you can get inspired and find so many beautiful Christmas DIYs. So all you need for this is a piece of ribbon. Now this year I'm just going to be using this like burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree because, as you'll see in a little bit, it's going to go better with another DIY that I'm going to be doing for our kitchen. And to attach the ribbon to the door, you need some command hooks. I'm using one of the larger sizes of the command hooks because I find that those can hold a little bit more weight than the smaller ones. And the bottom hook is going to be facing the normal way with the hook facing up. The one at the top is going to be the opposite with the hook facing down. All right, then we're just going to take the ribbon and tie it to the top hook and drape it over the top. Make sure it's nice and flat across the top so that it doesn't catch on the door, and you'll just pull it tight and I'll bring you back down to the bottom with me. Make sure it's tight up against the door so there's not too much slack. Bring it through the bottom and then you're just going to tie it off on the bottom hook. Cut off the extra, and there you go. Now last year I left it just like this with just the ribbon going down the door and then just attach the cards that way. I had used a colorful Christmassy decorative ribbon, but this year I wanted to do it a little differently and add a little bit more spice to it. So I'm taking one of the mini wreath forms from Dollar Tree. It comes with a set of 2, but I'm only going to use 1. And then the Christmas garland, just the traditional green 15-foot garland is the perfect size for one of these mini wreaths to really cover it and make it look nice and full. And of course I'm going to be showing you the way that I styled this wreath, but you could make this endless different ways. You could use florals, you could use berries, you could spray paint some of the garland white to make it look flocked. You could just use a different color garland altogether. So there is definitely a lot of room for creativity and making this your own personal style. I just chose the neutral farmhousey vibe because that's what goes best with our home. So next you see me adding these fairy lights that you can also get from Dollar Tree. You do have to unscrew it and add batteries, and I'm going to put the batteries in first, and then I'm going to use just some twine to attach it to the bottom of the wreath. You're going to want that at the bottom so that it's easy to access the little switch on the side to be able to turn the lights off and on when you want to. Once the battery box is nice and secure, then you're just going to wrap the fairy lights around the garland. Now do it very loosely is my suggestion, so that once you get to the end you have some wiggle room. You'll see me kind of adjusting the lights here and there and making sure that it's nice and evenly spread throughout the wreath, so you don't have just a bunch of lights that are like on the back side or, you know, clumped together in one spot. You want it to be nice and evenly spread. Next, I'm using just some small lace ribbon that I also got from Dollar Tree this is going to be how I'm going to tie the wreath to the hook at the top of the door. And I wanted to go ahead and put this on here before I added any more embellishments, just so that I knew where this was going to go. So I didn't add any of the embellishments to the wreath right where this tie needed to be. Next, I'm taking these wooden beads and I'm just going to use the round ones. I'm going to use different colors and different sizes. Again, you can use whatever suits your, style. This is where you could use like holly berries. You could use some small floral pieces. You could use snowflakes. I mean, there's so much room for creativity here. That's what I love about DIYs, is that you can take somebody else's project and completely make it your own style by just tweaking a thing here or there, but I love that the way that this turned out using these wood beads. I don't even know where we got these from. We have had them for such a long time. The girls used to use them for making bracelets and things, but they came in really handy for this project. It was a good way to use some of those up. Using the same burlap ribbon that I had used to make the card holder strip on the door, I'm going to be making a bow. Now, I'm going to leave the channel that I got this bow tutorial from. It is so easy to follow, you guys. I have never made a beautiful bow before in my life, but watching this lady's bow tutorial, it made it so easy. So basically what you do is take 2 longer strips that are the same length and one that's just a little bit, maybe an inch or 2 shorter than one of those strips. You're going to put the shortest loop or the shortest strip into a loop with some hot glue, and then take the second one that's the longer side. You're gonna put that into a loop using hot glue as well, and you're going to set those aside so that they can dry. And then once they're dry, you'll just kind of squeeze them together right there in the middle. You want to add maybe just one little small spot of hot glue to kind of keep them secure together while you're working with them. And then all you do is pinch them so that they're flat against each other, and then pinch them in the middle as well so that you can create like the center of the bow. And then you're just going to use a pipe cleaner to wrap it around and secure the bow in place. You're going to take the longer strip that's left over, pinch that in the center as well, and then use the same pipe cleaner to wrap that strand in place. And then you just kind of pull the sides down to make it look like an actual little bow. Now you can cut the ends of this strip that's hanging down to do like a little dovetail or another type of cut. I actually liked it the way that it was. Now, one thing that I did forget to record was that I took a piece of that same lace that I used at the top of the wreath, and I wrapped that around where the pipe cleaner was in the center so that the pipe cleaner was not showing. And then I just used a big dab of hot glue to attach it to the wreath form. Once your wreath is all put together, you just use the same command hook that you attached the ribbon to earlier to tie the wreath on there, secure it in place nice and tight, make sure it's centered, and you're done. So here's what it looks like now that we have our ribbon there for our cards and we've got our wreath. So then let me just show you how I attach the cards to the ribbon. So I'm just going to use this as one of the examples from our Christmas card from 2018, because we haven't gotten any cards yet for the season. And then this is the card that we're going to be giving out. So I'm just going to use that as an example. The easiest way that I find to do this is these little like Velcro tabs. I got this like box, I've had it forever. I use it for all kinds of little things. Don't remember exactly where I got it from, but I know that you can get these sometimes at Dollar Tree. You can get them at Walmart or Michael's or something like that for sure. But yeah, then you just stick like the pair of them on the back of the card so that the stickies, you know, at least one of the sticky sides is facing out, and you stick it directly onto the ribbon. Just like that. So easy. Once it's nighttime, you can just reach right over here to the little switch on the fairy lights and turn the Christmas lights on. And I think it looks so cute. Of course, it's still pretty bright in here because the sun is out, but you get the idea of how cute that is going to look all lit up at nighttime. That is it for the video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and check out the playlist with all the other fabulous Christmas DIYs for you in the description box below. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.